Hi guys, I'm Ed Clarke, and today I have been sent the Origin Halcyon Blue. Big shout out to Alex at Origin for sorting it out for me. So, as you may or may not be aware, the Halcyon Blue is Origin's take on the Marshall Bluesbreaker. Now, I've done a lot on this channel about the Marshall Bluesbreaker and its kind of unique characteristics, shall we say. I won't bore you with it again, so if you are interested in a bit more of a deep dive into the Marshall Bluesbreaker, I'll put a link at the top and also in the description below to one of my other videos on that. Here it is. I've not even taken it out of the box yet, so I'm going to unbox it here on camera, give it a try, and see what I make of it. How'd you get into this thing? Quick start guide, nice touch. And there she is. Colour on that really pops, that's amazing. I love the brushed metal finish that Origin always go for. Okay, so as I understand it, we have a normal level control, normal drive control, normal tone control. We also have this dry control, which allows us to blend in the clean signal along with the distorted signal. And then we've got two modes, or two voices. We've got the BB, Bluesbreaker, obviously, and the mod, which is Origin's own take on the Bluesbreaker circuit. We also have the adapt control, which is the top switch there, which can go from 0, 1, and 2. The idea being, as you roll off the volume control of your guitar to clean it up, you get rid of the mid-focused nature of the pedal and make it more flat response. Let's get it plugged in and see what it does. Alrighty, so all plugged in. I'm going to start off with everything at 12 o'clock, except for the dry control. Going to leave that off for now. Adapt on 0, and we're on the BB mode. But first, here is the clean tone. Okay, so obviously got to push the volume a little bit to get to unity gain, just like the original Bluesbreaker. Definitely got that classic Bluesbreaker thing going on. It definitely has that kind of shine. What does the tone control do? I really expected it to get a little bit too harsh when you wind the brightness up, but actually it just gets a little bit of a sparkle to it. Definitely a very usable tone control. Alright, let's push the gain a little bit, see what we get. That sounds lush. Very, very classic Bluesbreaker. I think Origin have absolutely nailed it. So now let's have a look at some of their special features that you don't get on a Bluesbreaker. First up, let's have a look at that adapt control. That's a lot more prominent than I was expecting it to be, actually. From what I'd seen online and things, I kind of expected it to only make a little bit of a difference, but actually, that was quite significant, going from 0 to 2, obviously. So with the adapt off, you stick with that rolled off low end, roll off top end, mid focus kind of thing. But then when you put the adapt in, it just brings, I mean, I'm mainly noticing it at the low end. It just brings that low end a little bit more. So playing on my own, it really gives a little bit more support. yeah, really, really big difference there. Obviously, you got the one, which is sort of halfway in between. Now, I've heard that the adapt control really becomes noticeable when you roll off the volume to get slightly cleaner tones, which I think is a really cool idea, because what it means is when you're playing full whack with the bands, you've got more of a mid-focus thing to cut through the mix. But then when maybe the bassist and the drummer drop out for that quiet section, you roll off the volume, suddenly you get the support of that low end come back a little bit more. I'm going to put it back on adapt 2 just to make it as clear as possible, and then let's try it with the volume rolled down to like about 4. Yeah, even more noticeable. So that's a really, really cool feature from Origin there. Okay, let's add in the dry control, see what that does. I'm going to leave it on adapt 2, I think. I think that was my favorite. So quite subtle at this low gain, but it just brings in that little bit of clarity from that really, really clean guitar, obviously. Alrighty, let's move over to the mod mode, which is Origin's own take on the Bluesbreaker circuit. So I'm going to leave it with my current favorite settings, which is the tone up a little bit, volume at 3 o'clock, gain at 3 o'clock, and adapt 2 with the dry control off. So yeah, obviously a little more volume, a little bit more gain as well. So I've just dropped the volume down a little bit just to compensate for that. All right, let's wind in that dry control, see what that does on this setting. So again, just a little bit more articulation, a little bit more cut. This might become particularly useful when you're using it with stacking it into another overdrive, which is how I use the dry control on my Halcyon Gold. When I use it on my pedal board, it's stacked into another pedal, and the dry control just allows you to blend in a little bit more clarity. All right, let's try that adapt control. Behaves much the same as it did on the BB setting, just adds in that low end that you lose without the adapt control. So there you have it, the Origin Effects Halcyon Blue. Really like this pedal. I think I might have to A/B it with my Halcyon Gold that's on my board currently, because I don't know, I think there might be something in this one that just tops it a little bit. Before I go, I wanted to say that I've set myself a challenge that by the end of 2024, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers. I think it's probably a little bit optimistic, but you guys can help me out. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your dog, I don't know. Get them to subscribe, anyone that you think might be interested in what I do. And when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away this Tone City Matcha Cream. It's actually the pedal that I used to record the Bad Choices solo on the new Brave Rival record. You can see I've signed it and dated it there, and I'll put the name of the winner on the other side. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it. Have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time.